I just walk out, head home, back to my regular life, feeding my cat and doing the usual. She's gone. No warning, no dramatic goodbye speech, no teary farewell at the views table. Just gone. Word is, Whoopi Goldberg has left the country. More accurately, fled. This comes right as the $800 million defamation lawsuit from outspoken conservative Karoline Leavitt kicks into overdrive. And it's not just courtroom chaos, it's a full-blown media meltdown behind the scenes. ABC is in panic mode. Producers are erasing files, sponsors are pulling out, PR teams are scrambling, usually code for people pacing halls, crying into napkins in conference rooms. And Whoopi? She dipped. Insiders say she caught an international flight just days after the court approved an expedited discovery process in Karoline's case. Some claim she's just taking a break. Others suggest she bolted. So, what's really going on? Why the sudden disappearance? And how did this lawsuit escalate from quiet complaint to legal inferno in record time? Let's unravel this, layer by chaotic layer. But first, if you thrive on this kind of drama, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for deeper dives into stories mainstream media avoids. Subscribed? Great. Let's rewind. What was supposed to be just another guest spot spiraled into something far more explosive. Another day, another political guest entering the lion's den of The View. But Karoline Leavitt wasn't your average visitor. Young, razor-sharp, and boldly conservative in a space that rarely rolls out the red carpet for her kind. She knew exactly where she was and didn't flinch. Hair flawless, posture firm, eyes focused. Karoline sat down, smiled calmly, and braced herself. From the start, the energy was clear. This wasn't a conversation. It was an ambush. Joy Behar struck first. With a smug laugh, she dismissed Karoline's credentials as baby steps in politics. She mocked her age, questioning how someone who still might get carded could possibly be advising on serious political matters. Then came Sunny Hostin. Arms folded, expression cold. She lobbed the phrase white privilege like a grenade. The implication? Karoline didn't earn her place. She was handed it. Sunny undermined her credibility, rolled her eyes at her opinions, and painted her as an AEOan, inexperienced relic. Then there was Whoopi. Classic eye-roll, signature smirk. She leaned in, and that's when the spark hit gasoline. You're not here because you earned it. You're just a token of pity politics. The table laughed. Smirks all around. The camera zoomed in, searching for a reaction. But Karoline didn't take the bait. No comeback, no meme-worthy moment. Just a soft smile and that unmistakable look of someone used to surviving hostile rooms. What they didn't realize, Karoline wasn't retreating. She was strategizing. As she left, there was no blow-up, no dramatic tweets, no emotional post, just one phone call to her legal team. And The View? They had no idea what was coming. Isn't it ironic that The View accused her of getting the job based on appearance when DEI is all about optics? The internet exploded. Karoline Leavitt sues The View for $800 million in defamation case. The headline spread like wildfire. TikTok lit up with analysis videos. Frame-by-frame breakdowns flooded social feeds. Legal experts called it a rebellion against mainstream media bullying. But this wasn't a routine defamation claim. This was a 100-page legal nuke. It directly named Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and ABC, accusing them of targeted character assassination, planned on-air humiliation, deliberate slander, and politically motivated smearing. The suit came packed with receipts. Karoline's legal team dissected the broadcast down to milliseconds. They timed eye rolls, laughter cues, even teleprompter scripts. But the real bombshells weren't on camera. They were buried in internal documents, producer notes, off-air recordings. One email read, "Start soft with Joy, joke about her age, let Sunny pivot to race, Whoopi goes in for the ideological knockout." A Slack message read, "Karoline's. Trending, go hard, no mercy, this is the moment." Scripted, staged, brutal. Legal commentators everywhere shook their heads. This wasn't just an aggressive interview, it was a choreographed takedown, and the blueprint leaked. Then came the live press statement from Karoline's lawyer. This isn't about silencing opinion, it's about protecting dignity. No guest should be invited, only to be dismantled live on cue. The media storm erupted instantly. ABC hit full crisis mode. But Karoline, she was just getting started. Isn't it wild how Whoopi and Joy love to brand conservatives as conspiracy theorists, yet they've been wrong over and over again for years? At first, Whoopi did her usual, laughed it off, called it political theater. On air, she waved it away like lint. But behind the curtain, things were crumbling. ABC insiders whispered that she was coming in late, snapping at crew, ignoring feedback, skipping prep meetings. One insider put it bluntly. You could feel the tension. She was unraveling, but pretending she wasn't. Then came the summons. Not a friendly warning, a formal court order delivered directly to ABC. Whoopi's team tried to stay cool, calling it routine. But she didn't see it coming. The judge fast-tracked the case. Public interest was high, reputational harm was real. Suddenly, the smirk faded. Panic seeped in. One backstage producer allegedly heard her whisper, "I didn't think she'd actually go through with it." But Karoline wasn't bluffing. And Whoopi? Out of time. Karoline's legal squad hit the gas. This wasn't just defamation, it became a full-scale probe into ABC's operations, no filtered transcripts. They wanted everything, full production, logs, emails, unedited footage, and what they uncovered was devastating. A leaked planning email had the subject line, Karoline Polk's strategy. The contents were worse. Have Sunny mention race, Joy knocks credentials, Whoopi closes with Trump, make it seem natural. Another Slack read, let Whoopi finish with sarcasm. Trigger her, roll non-stop. Karoline's lawyers presented never-before-seen footage in court. One moment stunned the room. Whoopi's mic was still hot as she leaned in and muttered, she's scripted, throw her a Trump question, she'll freeze. The courtroom went silent. A CNN analyst said, this isn't bias, it's calculated humiliation. Public opinion flipped. Even skeptics sided with Karoline. Even politically neutral figures began calling for an internal investigation at ABC. Whoopi, once the face of The View, was suddenly MIA. No farewell, no final toast. ABC released a vague wellness break statement. No one bought it. Just 2 days before her deposition, Whoopi vanished. Sources inside ABC told another story. One junior producer remembered her saying, I need to breathe. By morning, she was gone. At first, people thought she went to a retreat in upstate New York. Then the rumors started. A private jet out of JFK, destination, Florence. Booked under a shell company tied to a celebrity fixer. Some say she's in a villa on the Mediterranean. Others whisper she's hiding on a Caribbean island. Most damning, she left right after the court ordered all co-hosts to testify under oath, and she didn't show up. Legal experts were clear. You don't skip a deposition unless you have something to hide. Fox News didn't hold back. She ran. Karoline's team stayed quiet, just smiled. In court, that silence says it all. Within an hour, Where is Whoopi was trending. TikTok was flooded with montages. Whoopi mocking Karoline, court sketches, jet engines. YouTubers dubbed it The View's Vanishing Act. One meme nailed it. Karoline, holding court papers. Whoopi, clutching her passport. Caption. Karoline went to court. Whoopi went to Italy. And this wasn't just conservative media. Even progressives started asking questions. Wellness trip or escape, ABC tried to contain the damage, but their statement felt robotic. We support our talents' health journeys. The public didn't buy it. Ratings dropped. Advertisers pulled ads. The View, once a daytime TV staple, had become the joke. One viewer tweeted, "The show that preaches accountability can't even find its own co-host." Meanwhile, Karoline Leavitt was dominating the headlines, and for all the right reasons. Picture this. Bright courtroom. Cameras ready. Karoline walks in. No entourage, no drama. Navy blazer, neat ponytail, binder packed with receipts. Legal analysts said she was composed beyond her years. Even critics were stunned. Fox called her the calm before the media storm. Even MSNBC conceded, she's not performing, she's presenting. Karoline wasn't chasing clout. She was executing a long game, facts over flash, poise over spectacle, and it worked. Hashtags like Karoline stands tall and HEI's media accountability. Now, were trending. Viral videos split-screened Karoline's quiet testimony with Whoopi's meltdown. One TikTok creator summed it up. Karoline showed up with her hair tied back and her case tight. Whoopi brought attitude and vanished. Another video blew up. How a Gen Z conservative turned ABC into a legal battlefield. Even legacy media began shifting tone. Why? Because Karoline wasn't aiming for a viral moment. She came to make legal history.